Wait, am I going? Okay, this is Jennifer Senstrom, owner and operator of Sense About Sense. I also run the Facebook group Fiber Artist Felted Soaps, and I'm going to do a review and explain some of the new fibers that I have tried. So let's get at it. I have been getting Paradise Fibers. Is it showing? No. Paradise Fibers Fiber of the Month box. I've only got a couple of them. They're primarily meant for people who spend fibers. So sometimes there's going to be fibers in there that we most likely aren't going to be able to use for felting soaps. But I do like how they give you a lot of fiber. You can always use something in there. And it helps me broaden my horizon with the different fibers out there. So this month, luckily, because I'm already trying new fibers, I got my Fiber of the Month box, and it came with... So this one is actually back to the basics. It gave us a whole bunch of different types of breeds of sheeps of wool to try, and I was super excited about it. So I got gray Norwegian wool, white elder wool top, gray Corridel. Oh my god, what's that word again? Coralize? Okay. It's been a big debate how to pronounce this. White Coralize wool top, black Welsh wool top, blue face Leicester, which is BFL, that's what I call it, and Targi. Sorry, I'm really tired and don't feel good.
Targi.
Yeah, I didn't try the Targi. I want to dye it first, but I have to say that it's soft, it's bouncy, it looks like it's going to felt well, and I would never have thought of Targi as something as an alternate to use, and so I would like to look more into that breed of sheep. It's awesome. I did not try the white elder wool top. It's very... I kind of feel like there's linoleum still in it. Want to feel it? Here, feel. It's like soft, but it's like
soft and a little bit rough.
Yeah, it's like not super soft like we're used to with merino, but not like super scratchy like some of the ones I've tried. So yeah, I'm going to... That's my assistant, my daughter Janessa.
Hi.
I got 2 out of 3 of my kids asleep right now. By the way, I do not know how to edit. I only do these videos to help other people who like to felt soaps. I hope you can learn something from this. I will not try to be a professional... What is it called? A vlogger, honey? Yeah, I'm not a vlogger. Tech hates me. So bear with me in real life. So here, and what I kind of like about this, you might say, oh, it's just gray and it's not all the different colors. This is all natural wool. Like there's no dyes or anything done with it. This is the wools are its natural colors. So what I plan on doing with this in the future after I tested it is taking some of my all natural soaps and felting it like this, and this would be considered to me an all natural bar. I don't claim that when I use the dyed sheep wool that I use, like merino and those fancy colors. No one's ever asked me for that, but I'm going to do that with my all natural soaps. Is felt them with all natural roving. Nothing that's dyed or processed anywhere. So this is my Corridel. Same as any Corridel. I was trying to make it look like a rock. I missed some patches there, so I'm going to have to refelt that in. It looks pretty cool. So that's this little 1 ounce bad boy right here. Now BFL is... Here's an example of BFL. I'm going to show you guys how to use this in a minute. BFL is curly. It's either crimped like Nessa. That's not working. There you go. It's either crimped, or you might get some... Let me find a good one. Or you'll get like the curl. I love BFL. I tried, you've seen my leprechaun if you're on my Facebook, and I wanted to use curly wool and I noticed it and I was super excited about it, and I had a lot of people tell me that you can't use it on felted soaps. Very untrue. And the first thing I tried was mohair. I do not like mohair and will not use mohair for, I like mohair, but I would, if I was a spinner and I hope to spin someday in my life, I would use it for that, but I would not use it for felting soaps whatsoever. And I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so since it's curly, even, and I've done this, I've dyed it, I've cleaned it, and I've combed it, and I've dizzed it through a hackle. It likes to stay bouncy. It wants to go back to that crimp. Even though it's straight, it wants to go back to that crimp. And so what happened with this one is that it felted well, did everything great, like I would assume it would, but you would get, when I was felting it, it got these cool little wavy lines in there. I like that. BFL is one of my fave. So there's the BFL. What's that word again? What?
Coralize.
Coralize? Okay, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right or any of us.
Coralize.
Coralize. Okay, this is white coralize fiber. God, it's like so bouncy. I love it. It's not as soft, but it felt great. It's thicker. How do I explain it? You can like draft it out more and do that if you can see that. This is how it came out felted when I wet felted. Oh yeah, another thing with wet felting, I do hot, very hot in an ice water bath. I felt on a boot mat, and I do what I call 2 passes. It's when I go, a pass for me is just my own lingo. Is when I take my soap, put it in the hot water, felt it, put it in the cold water, and felt it. That to me is a pass. It's one thing. Usually when I felt my soaps, it takes me 2 passes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like between the hot and cold water. I'm only using it twice, and it takes me about 5 minutes. After that, I don't like fibers that takes longer and longer and longer, and me having to do more and more work. So none of these right here did that. On this felted nice. It reminds me kind of Corridel, but a little bit more. Oh God, Corridel. No, I don't want to say it's soft. It's nice. I will sell it. I will use it in the future if I get my hands on it. It's just I would say that would be a little bit more exfoliating, not like as soft as a merino. I like it. Black Welsh wool top. I love this color. I mean, it's not really just a black. It's like this brown. Now, I added white to it to kind of give it a design. This one's the same way. It's more exfoliating, but it felt nice. It's still soft enough to use as soap. I would use more as for like adults. It's like a thicker. It doesn't. Where's my? How do I explain it? When you use stuff like merino and this yak, when you felt it, it felt down and it condensed really nicely against the soap, and it sort of leaves a flat surface. Some of these wools will be more puffy, I guess you say. It's not going to come off. It felt nicely, but yeah, I'm good with that. And last but not least is a Norwegian wool top. This one reminds me more of hair. It just reminds me more of hair. I would probably not use this again. I might just use this up for my natural soaps, but I can almost guarantee you that I would not buy this to felt soaps.
Like doll hair?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's like hairy. It feels like I feel it.
Kind of like a doll hair, but between like real hair maybe? Like soft hair and doll hair.
Well, it's a sheep's hair.
I know.
But it looks like hair. Like, how did I hair?
Looks hairy.
Is it going to zoom in on there? No. My son hid my GoPro somewhere in this house, and I haven't been able to find it for years.
Yesterday.
So it looks more like hair. I'm not a big fan of it when it comes to felting soaps, but it felt just as nice. So those are some of the what I was able to get in January's Fiber of the Month with Paradise Fibers, and it was super exciting to sit there and read about the different breeds. They give you this whole thing about what it is, where the breeds came from, why they were bred, and it's just something good to learn with your fiber arts. So those are those soaps. I'm going to use this in a minute. And then I got the Yak, the Oh Famous Yak. Okay, I love Yak. It is insanely soft. And Bean is, you want to touch it?
Oh my gosh, that's so smooth.
Don't pull it. It's extremely soft. It felt like a dream. Like, it just is so easy. Like, I don't even think I would have to go through a second pass when I went felting to get this to felt down. It is more of expensive fiber. I almost want to buy a spindle right now and not wait and start spinning this just so I can wear it, or wet felt a scarf, which I've never done before. The thing about this though is these little fibers like to float away. Like, if you haven't experienced that, you will someday. It just likes to float. It gets everywhere. But super awesome, and I want to get more. I'm gonna get more. It comes out super soft, like great for, I would even say, like, if you would ever use a felt soap on a baby, I would use this fiber. So this is what it looks like. Now, I've got some silk in my fiber box, and I'm not a big fan of silk when it comes to felting soaps, but I just wanted to play around with it and see what it's like. This is recycled safari soap. I mean, silk. And I felted it like regular. I didn't do any extra passes or take longer to felt it, and it looks beautiful. If you can see these right here, that's just pure silk. It's great, but the problem is it just comes right off. Maybe if I felt it more.
Yeah, you can needle felt.
No, it doesn't needle felt. Trust me, you can't needle felt silk. It sucks. You just can't needle felt it. Go give me another one of these that are in my soap room. It really sucks because I like the effect that it gives, but it just doesn't work. I'm not a big fan of silk when it comes to felted soaps either. I avoid it at all costs. I guess it's more the silkiness and the fineness of it just doesn't want to felt. And that's the same as like mohair has that same silkiness to it. It just doesn't want to do it. Oh, go give me the other white soap in there too. So here's what the other ones look like without the silk on it. Just basic wet felted. If I can let you just feel it through the camera and touch it, you would just be in love. I can guarantee you one of these are going to be mine. Yeah,
like really
I know.
It feels.
So I have a big thumbs up for Yak. If you're willing to pay the price for the Yak, and if you want to get these colors, there's still some available on Paradise Fibers. Go for it. I love it. I'm glad that I got it in a box. I will probably most likely covet this stuff because it's so expensive. And so back to, sorry I'm all over the place. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm not feeling 100%, but I want to get this out there for you guys. I don't like mohair for felting at all. Needle felting, wet felting, it doesn't want to felt down. It just doesn't want to do it. And
it's
then
like really loose and hair's coming out and stuff like that.
It's super soft and silky. It just doesn't work. I went ahead against my better judgment knowing that it wasn't going to work, and I ordered, I don't know why I thought this, but maybe if it was in a roving state it would work a little bit better instead of just being like the locks that you can get a mohair in, but it doesn't. So it's just a mess. It's soft. I mean, it's great.
It's kind of like the right here.
No, it's not. But it just doesn't. If you can you see how loose those fibers are?
it's like
Let's see.
really.
It's like, and I felted it, and I went through like 3 or 4 passes. Like I was sitting there forever, and I just said, no, I'm over it. I already knew this wasn't gonna work. So this is gonna be our border stuff to use.
I don't know if you can see it through the camera.
That's fine. I wouldn't recommend using mohair for needle felting soaps. Whether it helps in other felting projects, that's cool. But for me, mohair I don't do. Silk blends I don't do. I don't do silk at all. But I do want to play around a little bit with more silk. Silk can felt down if you have fibers over it. It just takes longer to wet felt it, in my opinion, and I don't like doing that. Even when it's a blend, but I do want to play around with cardining it, and try to felt it and see if that makes any difference, because I really like silk. Just mohair will never make, there goes my cat, just never make it. So I hope that is helpful to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to do a short video real quick after this to show you guys how I've learned to use the curly locks on felted soaps, and how I managed to make it look really nice, and even during the use of the soap, how it still holds its curl in its place. So thank you so much. I hope you learned something from this. Have a great day.